A woman came with her husband to purchase a car. Now everything was going smoothly. She chose the car she wanted. She made payments. Yeah. Now, issue arose when they asked whose name are we registering the car on? The car registration. Whose name are we using? And the woman said, "Use my name. Register it in my name." And the husband picked offense. Why would you want to register the car in your name? Is it because you're the one buying it? Is it because it's your money? You know? And they went back and forth to have an argument. Yeah. So the man was like, "But you've been driving my car since. Did I complain? I told you to hold on. I was going to get you one, and you decided to get it yourself because you had the money, and now you want to register it in your name. So that what will happen?" So she now explained. She went as far as explain that, "Oh, you are claiming that we had a car before, and while you've been driving it, and you keep making it obvious that it's your car and not our car."
I have seen a lot of this conversation, a lot of similar conversations about property and ownership and name of who should be on the property and all of that. I have always wondered, how did African society manage to raise this number of extremely insecure men? Basically, the story here and the problem here is that a man and a woman went to the dealership because the woman wants to get a car. And obviously the woman was the one getting the car for herself, and she was the one who went out there to hustle to make the money to get the car. But somehow, after getting to the leadership, the man finds it problematic that the woman wants to register the car in her name. But I don't want to rush to judgment yet, so I will just finish watching the clip.
Yeah. So she explained that she had a car way before now, but the car is bad. The car she has been using for school runs and running errands around the house, but the car is obviously bad at the moment. And yeah, she has been using the husband's car. But anytime she drives this car, the man keeps complaining. Like, he's a complainer on complaints. "Oh, look at how you're driving my car roughly. This is not how to use my car. If you use this car like this, it's not going to last, just like your own did not last." The man has been going back and forth. Though he said he was going to buy, but the money no day. And the lady saw the reason to go and buy the car herself since she had the money. And the husband is having a problem because she's registering it in her name. Hmm? Yeah, this took me to understand that some men are really intimidated by the growth of their women. And that is why some women end up doing things behind their husband's back. Yeah, that's because till now, this car hasn't left.
Okay, so basically that was the full story. So a woman had a car before, her car is now bad. So she has been driving the husband's car, but each time she drives the husband's car, the husband is always complaining about the way she uses his car. And I think that is fair. I think some women are bad drivers. I can't really blame the man for complaining that I don't like the way you use my car. So I get that point. But the point I'm still going to have to go to, how have we raised extremely insecure men with inferiority complex syndrome in this part of the world? Why should it be a problem that a woman can go out there, works her socks off, make her own money, and go and buy something she would like to buy for herself? I understand that the man said she wanted to buy the woman a car, but it's not the woman's fault that the man has not been able to raise enough money to buy the car, and it's okay. I mean, you can't expect the man to go kill himself just he wants to buy a car for his wife, but it shouldn't be a problem at the same time if the woman says, "Well, you've not been able to raise this money, I can go work and make this money so that I can buy this car because I actually need this car." That shouldn't be a problem. I think I've seen like 2 other similar incidents where a wife's father bought his daughter a car and the husband is saying, "You have no right to buy my wife a car at all. If you are going to gift my wife a car, you are supposed to gift the car to me. Then I will take you to the house and both of us can use it together. But you should not give your own daughter, that is now my wife, you cannot give her the car as her own." I've also seen another story where the issue was the wife was an only child. I think the father died and all the property was willed to the wife. After the father died, the husband was insisting that the wife has to change all the name on the properties she inherited from her father to his name as the husband. Why? Why do Nigerian men have this mindset? This is still a society, for example, where there are a lot of culture where women don't even have the ability to inherit their husband's property. There are still a whole lot of culture out there, traditional practices out there, where if the husband dies, in most cases, the husband family comes, especially the men, and they take over their brother's property, leaving the wife with nothing. There's still a lot of cultures where that is what is practiced. So why would I, as a woman, go ahead to register properties in my husband's name when I know that, God forbid, something happens to him, his family are going to not just claim his property, they will claim my own property too because it's in his name. So why would a woman want to do that at all? And I don't understand where we get this mindset from, where we have raised a lot of young men in this generation where they seem to be confused, in my own opinion, because on one hand, they complain every day about how women don't provide financially. The financial burden is left for just the men to carry alone, which I understand. I mean, it's not easy. Things are extremely expensive out there in the world. And I can understand if a man says this is a burden that is too much for one person to carry. I get that. So they want women to be able to contribute financially. But what I find rather ridiculous is that when they come across these women who can actually contribute financially, they become insecure. Otherwise, why is it a problem that a woman who goes out there to make her own money and bought her own car, why is it a problem if she puts that car in her own name? So it's like you are trying to have it both ways. On one hand, you want a woman that can bring something to the table, that can provide for the family, but the moment you get to that woman, you become insecure, and now you want to assert some level of ownership and authority over that woman. And I think men will have to choose the hill they want to die on. Is it that you want to die on the feminist hill, where obviously we encourage women to be as ambitious as men so that they can make enough money, and if they make enough money, they can be a financial partner in the relationship? Or you want the traditional way where the woman can't provide anything, don't have any money, and she will worship you as a god. So for me, I don't see how this is supposed to be a problem. Personally, I would have been proud of a wife that is capable of going out there to make her own money and buy herself a car, to go out there, make your own money, buy your own car, and do all of those things. I would have been proud of a wife that is able to do that. So I think this man is extremely insecure. I think the woman shouldn't listen. She should still go ahead to buy the car, and if she wants to put the car in her name, she should go ahead and put the car in her name. If there is a problem because of that, the man is the cause of the problem, not the woman. Because just like the woman doesn't have a problem with the man buying his own car and putting the car in his name, I don't see why the man should have a problem that the woman buys a car and chooses to put the car in her own name. So I don't see why this is supposed to become a competition where, as a man, you think if a woman can do something you do, it now means you are both competing on the same level, and this shouldn't be a competition. To me, I should see it that she's even lifting a lot of weight off of you, because the pressure of having to buy a car, it's not even there anymore because she can buy the car herself. So we need to start educating a lot of the young men today that somebody else's light does not have to be dim for you to shine. I think you can all shine together, and as a husband, I don't think your wife's light needs to be dim for you to shine as well. You can equally both shine together. So I think this man is just insecure. I think the woman should go back, should get that car. If he starts a problem with that, then that's his problem. Thank God the woman herself is somebody who can take care of herself. That is going to be it on this video. Obviously, kindly like and subscribe to the channel if you like the videos, and see you on the next one.